Alrighty, welcome back to an update video. It is Friday, so a few of my puts that I've sold on the side for some extra income, that's what this series has been about, have expired today. And I want to talk about, did any of them get assigned to me? Were any of them in the money after today? And what did I do? Did I make any plays? We'll go ahead and answer those questions. If you like this kind of stuff and you want to keep in track with the series, feel free to subscribe. That way you won't hopefully miss any updates if you are curious how this plays out. And I did want to talk about something real quick. In my last video, I talked about Tattooed Chef. And on the 10th, they were supposed to have their earnings call after hours. And if you watch that video, you would know that they did postpone their release of their earnings, like, I don't know, was it 30 minutes before they were supposed to have the conference call or the earnings call? Something like that. It was pretty ridiculous. And they have yet to update on their news releases and an update saying, okay, this is actually the date that we rescheduled to, right? And talk about their earnings then. But they have yet to talk about it. And surprisingly, the stock isn't down as much as I expected. I expected it to be below $16. Right now, it's at $16.43. Was down 4% today, but I did expect worse. And options premiums aren't, there aren't much more than, from what I remember, they usually are. So I didn't sell any puts on the stock. I just thought I'd keep you updated. And I do expect them to do something next week, at least announce their rescheduled date. Because if we don't hear anything for a full week after something like that, that's terrible news. And I don't know. It seems kind of like a really stupid move. But whatever. It is what it is. I want to talk about some things that I did today. So I bought to close a few of the puts that I sold in the past. And in fact, none of them went in the money. So let's see if I can remember. The Hut 8 mining one I bought to close. The SoFi I bought to close. The AMC for 187 premium I bought to close. And you can see I bought to close these for like dollars off of the premium I gained. So I paid $2 if we do the difference. 187 is the premium I got. This is the total profit, 185. So I paid $2 to buy to close that put position. And that's just because I wanted to free up some money to use as collateral in case I wanted to make a trade today, which I ended up doing. I ended up selling a put on Chemocentrics and 2 more Hut 8 mining puts that I sold expiring next Friday, and the Chemocentrics one expires next month. This is way far out compared to other puts that I sell. I usually sell puts that expire in like a week or maybe 2 weeks, but typically I don't go past a month. But in this case I did, just because the premium looked pretty good for the strike price of $35. And funny enough, the 2 Hut 8 mining in general was down today in the morning, and then it went up. Let's take a look. I forget what it's at currently, but I think it went up like 7%. Yeah, 7.76% during the day. And these 2 options, one of them I got $80 worth of premium, and the other one I got $78 worth of premium. And now both of those puts are worth $34. So just in one day with the depreciation of this particular put, if I were to buy to close this right now, I made about $80. And then I have another Hut 8 mining one that expires Friday as well, but the strike price is $13 rather than $13.50. And if everything was perfect and all of these were to expire worthless, I would have made so far $1,478 in premium this month. That blows my mind. If we go back a month, I made close to $600, which that alone blew my mind. So to think that, I'm getting close to tripling last month, the amount I made in premium. I don't expect this to be consistent, at least this amount. This is just insane to me, especially with the amount of collateral that I end up using. I would say the most that I've ever used in collateral at one time is probably $13,500. So to make, so far this month, we're only 12 days in the month, close to $1,500 after using $13,500 worth of collateral. Pretty crazy. And I do have some collateral still able to be used. In my last video, I also talked about how a new rule of mine that I'm going to try to stick with is to always have a little bit of capital left. And in case something happens, like a red day, and I can make some pretty good premium, I would have the capital on the side to do that. And now I have 5,300. And one stock in particular, next week I am going to wait for a red day if one does occur, is AMC. I want AMC to go down to about like 39 bucks at one point during next week, and then I'll sell a put on it. I expect to make some decent premium there. And I do already own 146 shares of AMC. So if I really wanted to, but I don't, because who knows if AMC will ever shoot up again like it did in the past. And if it does, I'll be pretty sad if I sell a put. But if I wanted to sell a put, I'm just curious 2 weeks out what the premiums look like. No, definitely not worth it. It's definitely not worth the risk of getting 106 bucks when potentially this stock could shoot up, 15 bucks in a day. So that's how I see it. That's my game plan. Keep an eye on AMC at the beginning of next week and just see where that stock goes. But yeah, pretty brief update. Thought I would just share everything with you guys. And I guess I can explain one of the reasons I have been selling puts on ChemoCentryx. I do believe in the stock, and you can see I actually bought some call options, which I've lost a lot of money on because I believed in the stock. I still believe in it, and that's why I'm selling puts. However, I guess I just got the timeline wrong. It did shoot up after approval. It only went to like 45 bucks, maybe at the peak. I forget, maybe 44. So I got the timeline wrong, and I also got the price after approval wrong. So I'm trying to recoup my money from these calls that I bought by selling puts so I can still be involved in the stock if it goes up and, recoup some of that money back. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, and take care.